You know what? Oh, select. I wonder if this is a okay 360p. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakah Kodash. Okay, double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. It's the brother Azariah here with the Pittsburgh GMS camp. And I just want to go into this quick lesson. Okay, and you see the title of it. It's the Year of Prophecy. Okay, in a dream of forced vaccinations. And basically what I'm going into is, okay, you know, as Apostle Hart coined it through the spirits, the year of prophecy, man. The prophecies have been popping like microwave popcorn, man, or like a jiffy popcorn, or whatever type of popcorn. Okay, prophecies is popping off left and right, and you know, it's funny because through the spirit, I saw this video. I was riding with my people yesterday, and they had got tagged in this video, and let me see. Yeah, they got tagged in this video. I don't know what this thing's saying right here. Private server. Oh no. And the video basically was showing and let me know how the stream is performing. I try to put it on a lower quality so it can keep going. But the video was showing this dude. I don't know if y'all is familiar, but they had this. There's this channel where it was like this network of Christians, and they would get on there and they would talk about certain things like witchcraft and you know, Pokemon or whatever, different things like that, and they would try to go into certain spiritual aspects of certain things. Okay, so it looked like one of those type of situations where you know, they was talking about certain spiritual things, and dude was just basically, I guess he had some inside information, and he was talking about how, okay, somebody asked him a question about some shackles and how they would work, and he, you know, what he was going into was the shackles would be put on your wrists, and they would have like an interface with a chip in it, and you would be forced to take a vaccine, you know. And my wife had a dream where she kind of wrote it down and drew it out, which I don't have it with me, but Lord willing, I'll go into it later if the need arises. But basically there was these two lines of people, and they was one line, you know, there was a line of people, man, two lines of people if I'm not mistaken, or there was a line of people, and there was two options, and you know, it didn't make sense at that time, you know, because the one line of people was denying whatever it was, and then they was getting like gun butted or killed, then the other line was taking whatever it was, and they was going somewhere else. But it all kind of makes sense now, you know. And I'm gonna get the scripture, you know. Hey, the classic scripture is gonna come out, of course. You know, it always comes out when we talk about these type of things. So I can get my phone catch up with me. All right. You know, I'm about to come out with the Revelation 13, man. You know, because the scriptures say he's gonna cause everybody to take this chip, man. He's gonna make people take this chip, man. Revelation 13. I believe it's verse 16. Let me know if you can hear me as well. Revelation 13. Okay. Ooh. Shoot, man. I might even start a little bit above that. I'm gonna jump around in here. Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Okay, so today this represents America, Babylon the Great. Okay, two horns like a lamb and spake as a dragon. The two horns like a lamb represents, okay, America, Babylon the Great's democracy system. Okay, because that system is being pushed forth as a system of peace and whatnot. Okay, but really he speaks as a dragon. He has draconian laws. His intentions are draconian or wicked, you know. All right. So verse 12, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. All right, so that first beast represents the Roman Empire, and the ancient Roman Empire, and America, Babylon the Great has all the power of the Roman Empire. Okay, great influence over the whole world. Okay, and all the nations of the earth. The water. Shalom. Yabashim Yashabrakathan. GMS Memphis Calabria. Bye. Okay, but yeah, he causes the whole world, like the scriptures say, all nations have been drunk with the wine of her fornication. Okay, roughly paraphrasing. So America, Babylon the Great has pushed its influence across the whole world. Across the whole world, and so that's how he causeth them all to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, the Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Hopefully it's not dropping out. I don't think I can change the Salakia. See if I can change the resolution. Nah, that's the lowest it's gonna get. So Salakia. Alright, so let's skip around. Revelation 13. Okay. In 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So when you go into the image of the beast, God, call all you have about Shem Yahushua. So when you go into the image of the beast, okay, there's a lot that goes into that. It's not just a picture of Caesar Borgia, as the apostles always go into, which is completely true, man. There's more to it. The image of the beast is like the express image of the Roman Empire, in which America, Babylon the Great, okay, mirrors the Roman Empire in so many different ways. Okay, taxation, just the wickedness, the lewdness that happens here. Okay, because there were so many things. Like it says, Esau is the border of wickedness. There were so many things that they brought into the earth, like when you go into the word gymnos, they was out there working out naked, and then you see these busts, these statues of people naked, and then you get similar things here where there's this culture of orgies and just all this different stuff, just so many aspects. This way, this place, America, Babylon the Great, mirrors the Roman Empire, But going even deeper into that, okay, it's going to come to a point where if you don't accept this system, you're going to be put to death, man. And that's what this lesson's going into, man. Like I said, those forced vaccinations, man. So let's get to the next point, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And then no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. And so I had just did a lesson recently. There was the lesson before the last lesson I did. The last lesson I did was more of an update. But the one before that was rations, food rations, a possible future for America, Babylon the Great. And that's definitely going to be one of the ways that E more than likely pushes the chip, because he's going to get to that point, which brothers have already been speaking about it. Job 9:24 from the brother GMS Memphis Calabria Bye. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? That's right. The wicked is Esau Edom, so-called white man, and it's plain to see. Plain to see. Oh man, the brother Monagon just went live. So I ain't gonna make this too long. That's one of the reasons I was delayed, because I seen the Apostle Ramlab stream kept popping up. But Salakia. So yeah, if not, where and who is he? And it's plain to see, man. Who covered the faces of the judges thereof? Who of the judges of the earth? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. They're the border of wickedness, like the scriptures say. Okay. But what other better way to push the mark of the beast, like we have been going through the spirit? They show you that in that movie, The First Purge, okay, where people was hurting for money, and so they was like, well, look, if you participate, we'll give you this much amount of money, And so E is gonna use any tactic he can use to push this chip, okay? But it's gonna get to the point where you're gonna be forced to take it, You're gonna be forced to take the vaccine, under penalty of death, man. Which will fulfill prophecy, like the scriptures tell us. Okay? Let me get that. Let's see here. You know? Because it's only prophecy. It's got to come to pass. Revelation 2. Okay. And let's see. Probably start at verse 9. Revelation 2. I'll just do verse 10. Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So the spiritual demon Satan not going to come down and throw you in a prison house, okay? The person, he whose goings is after the working of Satan, okay, on the planet Earth, like it tells us in I believe that's what, 2 Corinthians. I forget exactly where about. Okay, but that man of sin, okay, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he's going to throw you in prison, and you're going to have tribulation 10 days, that 10 being a complete number of days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So that hour of temptation is coming upon, okay, the whole earth. The whole earth is, you know. But if we stay faithful in this thing, then Yahweh Shem Yahushua will keep us from that hour of temptation. You know, but that's like I said, that's just prophecy, man. That's going to come to pass, that he's going to force everyone on the earth, okay, to either take the chip or die. So in this dream, man, okay, like I said, there was two different. I may go, I'm Lord willing, I'm gonna go into it deeper later and kind of show the pictures on screen, okay. But it just was kind of interesting that I saw that video, and I believe another brother reposted it. Okay, I saw that video, which I'm gonna have to even play that on screen later because I downloaded it, where the dude was talking, okay, about the forced vaccinations, people being shackled up, people being forced to take it. If you didn't take the vaccine, then you was shipped off to another area. And ultimately, for the men of the Lord that refuse the mark of the beast, that's gonna mean death. You know, that's gonna mean death. But like it just said, you know, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Verse 11, he that hath an ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death. You know, when that second death goes into those nuclear missiles that's going to come and destroy this place, you know. Let's see. Gospel music ain't the remedy, that's right. And this is the gospel, man. You know, we're singing the song of Moses, you know. And this is what's to comfort us in these days, man. It's these scriptures. All right. So let's see. See if I can get another preset. But yeah, I hadn't went live in a minute. I want to go live. Okay. Kind of connect with the brothers, man. Brothers and sisters, whoever may be watching. Let's see here. But this may be a shorter stream, you know. Came out here early, try to go make a couple dollars, but I just want to go into that real quick. But without having all the tools with me, I ain't gonna be able to go into it like I really want to. You know. But year of prophecy, man. Hey, life is changing. Life is changing. It has changed, and it's changing even more, man. You know, the roads, man, the roads are empty. Not for people to be afraid. Really, the Most High sent these things out for people to change, but you know it's not going to happen. You know, let's get that. Hey, man, the trash workers went on strike here. It's getting crazy, man. Trash was supposed to get picked up yesterday, man. Trash is still sitting outside. You know? That sedition among men is right around the corner, man. That lack of respect for the government. Come on. That insurrection against the government, that rebellion, man, that's right around the corner, man. 2 Ezra 16. Let's see. Second Ezra 16, okay, and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till they consume the foundation of the earth, which that's talking about the missiles. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. So there's going to be plagues before the missiles come. Okay, then that ultimate plague is going to be the missiles. But we experiencing some plagues right now, man. You know. Verse 17. Woe is me, who would deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? You know, and Yahweh Shai talked about the beginning of sorrows, man, and listed some different things. Okay, for us to know, Shalaki, for us to know what times we was living in. Close up some of these windows. And let me get that real quick. Nation rising against nation, people rising against, I'm gonna grab it right now. I'm just closing some of this stuff. Bear with me 1 second, Baba Kashah. Okay. Oh, it's already there. There we go, right there. Okay, and Yahweh Shai. Salaki. Let me hit back. Let me just, I'm gonna start at verse 1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple. Matthew, Salaki. Is this 24? Yeah, Matthew 24 and 1. And Yahweh Shai went out and departed from the temple, and the disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple. And Yahweh Shai said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Verse 3, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? Okay, and the world goes into the age, okay? The end of the age of Esau, Edom. Okay? In verse 4, Yahweh Shai answered and said, Take heed that no man deceive you. Okay, so let me get to the point. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Man, that's been going on for who knows how long. How long have we been hearing of wars and rumors of wars, man? We've been hearing about wars and rumors of wars so long, it ain't even nothing new. Ever since 9/11, man, we've been having a war on terror. And we've been in foreign countries bombing and doing who knows what. Hell, what was that, 2001? Just 2020. That's 19 years, man. We've been having wars and rumors of wars for 19 years, man. At least. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So things have been ramping up here lately, though, man. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. There's been earthquakes all over different places. It's been so many earthquakes, they ain't even reporting on them no more, man. Famines, which, there's a shortage on things right now in America, Babylon the Great, but America, Babylon the Great hasn't really reached a full famine yet, okay? Other places have, though. Other places have where they barely have anything, And pestilences, crops and stuff getting ate up. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. These are just the beginning of sorrows, So when you read back in 2nd Ezra 16, okay, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils come? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish. So this is 2nd Ezra, once again, what chapter am I in? 16 and 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. So the Most High sends these things out for people to amend their ways, to change their ways, okay? But do they do? Hell no, they don't. Verse 20, but for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So, Edomites, man, Esau, Edom, really just all of America, man, the wicked 2/3, the rest of the, Everybody that's not in this truth, which the scriptures tell you, a man that wandereth out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. So everybody else is pretty much dead. Zombies. So, of course, they're not mindful of the scourges, man. They get a little stimulus package. They drop the gas down to below $2. And these people are satiated. These people are cool. Shit. Certain clubs, man, at Costco, gas is $1.83, man. When the last time you seen $1 at $1 and something for the gas, man? That's a clear sign that shit's about to hit the fan, man. They got the gas so low just to keep you calm real quick. So like they just got that like that to keep you calm, man. Verse 21, behold, and like I said, they not always mindful of the scourges, man. People been going through shit in these other countries for a couple years now, man. I can't even tell you how long Greece has been having issues and uproars, man. It's been at least a year plus, man, if not 2 years. Somebody who may be able to tell me exactly how long. But Greece, man, they've been going at it for years, man. Brazil, different countries, man. Places currency has already collapsed, to where their currency is useless, man. And they've been inflating this damn American dollar, this damn fiat currency we got here, which is not backed by any physical resource, but it's only backed by the name of America, the fear that comes with the military power of America. So this damn money is a bunch of fluff. It might as well be a bunch of green pocket lint. You just pull the shit out and you paying for stuff with pocket lint. And pretty soon it's only gonna be worth the material that it's printed on, man. It's gonna be useless, man. Fibers and shit. Verse 21, 2nd Ezra 16-21, behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So evils is growing in the background while Americans is partying it up, man. Stuff be going on sale, man. You go to the different places and produce is cheap as hell. You get you a pound of strawberries for $1.29, and they be cracking, and people be like, oh, I guess it ain't too bad. It keeps people satiated and dulled down and sleep. People still, it's still people up here at the store. I'm sitting up here in the parking lot of a store. People still pulling up at the store. Proud as hell, looking at me and shit. Alright. But like it says, and even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Hey, shalom, brother. Yahba Shem Yahshua Barakatah. Ate the water for tuning in, brother. Okay. Verse 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. Okay. So, hey, man, that's just showing. It just tells you right there, famine is coming. And the ones that do, probably take the chip or maybe have a certain bunker or whatever the case may be in order to escape the famine, they're going to be killed with the sword, Matter of fact, because them troops, man, is going to come break through these little different bunkers, and not even bunkers, but like these little people who are hunkering down in their houses and got certain resources, man. If the Lord ain't with you, you through. Okay. And they're going to come, these troops are going to come take your stuff, man. And cash you out, kill you, and throw you out your own crib. Take your wife, whatever they want to do. Isaiah 13. Let's pull it up here. Isaiah 13 and 14. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee every one into his own land. So it's going to get so bad out here, man. These different nations, man, they're going to go back to where they came from. Like Esau been telling them all this time, go back to where you come from, man. that ching chong, go back to where you came from, you little different immigrants. Which Esau's the biggest illegal immigrant here, man. The biggest one. You know, he came in somebody else's house, like that Rick James skit, came in with dirty boots and started grinding this dirt in the suede couch, talking about fuck your couch, and then not only that, kicked you out your own house. You know, that's Esau. So yeah, everybody's gonna flee to their own lands, man. Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So, you know, it's gonna come to a point where troops is gonna be on the streets, man. Okay, troops is gonna be on the streets, and if you found out in the streets, man, you just lollygagging around, you gonna get killed, man. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and you that consent unto Esau, you're gonna be had in derision, and you're gonna also be killed. Salaki. Okay, so these different people with these different little houses and bunkers and stuff, man, they're gonna come through and they're gonna take that stuff, man. Okay, let me see if I got that still. Second Ezra. I'm gonna close this Matthew. Yeah. For many of them upon the earth, 2 Ezra 16 and 22, for many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. So just because you got food and you hold up in your house and stuff, that don't mean that you're not gonna, feel this sword, man. The scriptures say, Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. So, you wicked of Jake, okay, that might have a little money, that might stockpile certain goods and stuff and think you can't be touched, you're going to die by the sword, man. Because you different famous people and you different rich people's houses where you might have years worth of supplies, you're going to be hot spots for people to run in and take your shit, man. Hey, because it ain't like it's a secret where a lot of y'all live, okay? All they got to do is come up. Oh, this is where Idris Elba lived. This is where Nicki Minaj lived. This is where Cardi B lived. Okay, all right, let's get that bitch. And they're just gonna take whatever you got. Okay, so the sword gonna get you. Verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them. For the earth shall be wasted, and the city shall be cast down. The cities is gonna get cast down. Okay, let's see here. Verse 28, for of a city there shall be 10 left, and 2 of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rocks. Okay. I'll read verse 30. Or as when the vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that diligently seek to, looking for people with the sword. With the modern day sword is the gun, man. They're gonna be looking for stragglers and different people in these different buildings, man. It's gonna be hard to hide from the people, from the different troops and stuff that's gonna be patrolling these different urban areas, man. If the Lord ain't with you and protecting you, man, you're through, man. All right, so let me go back to this Isaiah. Okay. Isaiah 19 and 16, their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled and their wives ravished. So people's houses is going to be spoiled. And they're going to take your women. And these troops, man, when they go to these different foreign countries, they do any and everything, man. They do all type of stuff, all type of crimes of war. And people just become collateral, man. They go over there, they take the women, they rape them, okay? Just all type of stuff, man. They be gang raping them on some wicked shit. And now, man, you got this new breed, okay? You got this faggotism that's around here, man, where dudes you never know, man. Dudes might be targets too, man, with these homosexuals that be in these different little militaries and trannies and shit, man. It's crazy, man. The Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of Babylon and have caused her to err in every work, man. Isaiah 13 and 17, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Okay, and if I'm not mistaken, the Medes represent the Russians. They ain't gonna be no bribes you can give them. Ain't gonna be no bribes. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They coming with a mission to kill Americans. Verse 18, their bows shall also dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eyes shall not spare children. You know? But let's get this last precept here, and I'm going to wrap it up. Because for the elect, you know, there's hope, you know. It's in the same chapter. 2nd Ezra 16. And let's just get, you know, the end of it for the end of it, the exhortation we get in the scriptures. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to read 2nd Ezra 16. And 66. What will ye do? Or how will ye hide your sins from before the Most High and his angels? Behold, the Most High himself is the judge. Fear him. Leave off from your sins, and forget your iniquities, to meddle no more with them forever. So shall the Most High lead you forth and deliver you from all trouble. So this is what, you know, this is the exhortation, what we're supposed to do. You know, supposed to, the scriptures say, offend less, right? You know, turn towards the Most High and offend less, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, verse 68, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols. You shall be hated of men for all men for my name's sake, right? Verse 69, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and in reproach and trodden unto foot. So you join under Esau, you consenting under this Babylonian system, you take the chip, you're going to be held in derision and in reproach and trodden underfoot, meaning your ass going to die. Verse 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Most High. Okay, so yeah, man. They go, hey, the judgment shall start first at his house, right? Okay. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, what shall be the end of them that do not obey the gospel of Hamashiach? Verse 71, 2nd Ezra 16 and 71, they shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Because primarily the ones who are going to be putting up a resistance is those who fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because we're not trying to take the mark of the beast. Because we know the punishment that comes with that shit. Okay? For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. See? Because they already got executive orders set up where they can take your resources, man. They can see if you got any water, if you got anything that they deem useful to the military efforts, they can take your shit legally, man. They already set up the framework. So stacking up shit is not going to save you, man. You know? So we got to be mindful of that. Like the apostle said, go get you something. If you got some money, get you some extra things, but that shit ain't going to save you. And we got to remember that, you know? Then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as the gold in the fire, man. Yeah, because it's going to seem like we might not make it, but we got to have faith that we will. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith Yahweh. Behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Okay, and Lord willing, we be of that number that will be delivered. Verse 75, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. And the guide of, okay, so that's what we gotta, that's what we gotta do, man. We gotta fight the flesh, okay, and constantly endure. Let thy garments always be white. Not necessarily talking about your clothes, but your spiritual garments, which represents the righteousness of the saints. Verse 77, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquities, like as a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Being hard-hearted, just living in sin. Okay, how can the Most High help you if that's how you living? Verse 78, it is left undressed and is cast into the fire to be consumed therewith. But hey, I'm gonna end it back on that positive note. Okay. 2nd Ezra 16 and 75, be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide, and the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith Yahweh power. And we know the rest of that one. So yeah, we gotta, if rather than being afraid of the coronavirus or being afraid of what's coming, of martial law, of them killing us, we got to remember the Most High controls the very breeze of the air. Nothing dies without the Most High's consent. I don't care if it's a flea or it's a fly. If the Most High don't want it to die, it's not going to die. So how much more you being a human being, a spirit, a soul, and much more if you be of the elect. You see? So be not afraid. The Most High is the guide of them that keep his commandments, man, and they keep his precepts. So fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, keep his commandments to the best of your ability. The commandments is not going to save you, but you should fear the Most High rather than fear the judgments that the Most High sent out, because he sent them. He created them, So don't fear the result. Fear the creator of double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopefully elect. All right, and you Aquas and children that listen and learn in sincerity. And with that, I want to say Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Brakatham to the sincere Akiam and Aquaf out there. Hey, Shalom.